So welcome to Bunny's Designs. This is a live show with live peoples on a Thursday, and I've got my last supply of my Neocolor 2s. A bit disappointed how they were packaged and one had been used, so it's a bit cross about that, but the rest is fine. So what I'm going to do is I want to put them in my little book of colours. So although I had them in before, they weren't in any particular order and they were just scratched, which is wonderful because I was just flicking and using it. But now I want to put them in colour order. And I don't have the full set, but I can safely say I've got quite a lot. So what I'm going to do is put them in my colour book, and I want to put them in order. So a bit like the Derwents, the pencils, open it up and I've got most of the yellows there and the oranges together. And the same with the art bars and other things. So because I'm going to start using this book more, I want to get them I've made bigger squares. So instead of 12, I'm going to have 6, and it's a bit flimsier as this, but it'll be fine because I don't use it very wet. So I've got some really big squares. And I haven't been measuring. I've just been putting marks onto pages and then doing them across. So they're not precious, but they're just there. So the first page, I've got some greys. I've got 2, 4. Number 5 was grey, but I think these are different because I just think they are. 2, 4, 6. But that makes me have a greyish black. So it means going on to another page. There is a big gap between these, so what I possibly could do if I needed another one is to mix them together. So I might actually do that. I might put because those two are very similar. 2, 4, 6, because you've got to think in sixes now. So what I'm going to do is put the colours in roughly light to darks. So I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, and then this one is golden yellow. That one's orange yellow, and these are kind of ochre colours. That one's light ochre. Don't just put my ochres in there with the yellows. It depends on that 6 thing. So the next playlist is an apricot. And there is also in there, which is broken, I'm going to have to buy another one, is the flesh pink. I think that possibly could go in there. This one is golden cadmium yellow, so that's getting kind of really nice and orangey, but some of these are a bit obscure, so they could maybe go together. And this one is an orange, so maybe Caran Dache, because they changed the colours. I have to check that they're not exactly the same. I'm guessing that's the same. So they've made golden cadmium yellow hue into number 30, but I'll just double check. There might be a slight difference in colour. I need to double check that. But then we've definitely got the peaches to the fast orange colours. So they're going to go there. So let's have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 there. So I can put this kind of lighty orange colour there. So then I've got 2, 4, 6, and these kind of go. This is Venetian red and saffron. Saffron could probably go there. So I'm just going to double check this. So the way to do that is to take a piece of paper and scribble and scribble. Oh no, there is a difference. There is a difference. So I know that I do need that colour as well. So that was the darker one. And that could go there. So they look quite good together. That one is more of it's Venetian red. So this is what takes the time, is sorting things out into colour. But once it's done, they will go into my Derwent art bag with my Derwent art bars, and all my watercolour pastels will be together. And I'll be able to use them, because these tins I'm not really going to be able to use the tins. So then we have red orange. I have a red orange there. And we have this one called English red. We're going to get into our reds next. And this is good to do with anything. Look at the colours, see if it's pinky, see if it's reddy orange. Scarlet is getting just that bit darker. I'm going to leave those there, and then I think there'll be a whole section of reds. But that is actually a pinky red. That's a raspberry, so that is a pinky red. So I've got 2, 4, 6. So that's quite good. Then I've got 2, 3. I don't know whether to put those into the reddy browns or not, because they're kind of like burnt oranges. So the best thing to do is to have a bit of a play. And this takes a while. This is not a quick job. This to listen to the television or listening to a play. See, I would think they're reddy oranges. And it depends on what colours you use. You know, if you do a lot of trees, then your reds, those reds would go quite nicely with the browns, with the russets and the russet reds, rather than the browns. So we've got the cold browns, and then we've got the warm browns. That's an olive, so that obviously goes with the greens. This one is raw sienna, so that's with the browns. But again, the raw siennas could go with these orangey red colours. Definitely not pink. Indian red again is a reddy red, so we could have 6 of those. 2, 4. So we've got 2, 4. Again, these two are very similar. One's 30, one's 40, but let's have a look. And this is what I meant really, that did I really need both? Yes, it is slightly darker. It's quite nice, is that? And again, I'm going to be poorly. This is for my thing to use because my hands don't work. So I'm going to have all these colours without having to mix. Obviously, if you can mix your colours, you can make hundreds more. This is purely for me to be able to have an instant colour, which is why I changed my mind about colour mixing. So we've got so I've got 2, 4, 6, and then I quite like that one's flame, because calling itself flame red, isn't it, that one? But I think that's more of an orange. And then we've kind of got these obscure orangey reds, but we could put the carmine in there because that is a red technically. Oh, that's alizarin crimson. And somewhere there is a burnt carmine because that's what I wanted. I can't find the burnt carmine now. And cinnamon, so there's some really nice, I think that probably is it chestnut, russet. A russet is a red, you see. The russets, you could have the red russets into there. So I could go into browns, because then the reds would take themselves somewhere else. Vermilion is a cold red as well. It's an orangey red, but it is a red. I've just lost the burnt carmine. How very strange. I wonder if that's burnt sienna. Not sure where I've put that now, so I'm a bit cross with myself. But this is definitely not a quick... Oh, that's the very pale colours. Oh, we could go to that and then to browns. I might do that actually. Because then that turns... I've got the reds and the purples and the blues there. I might do that. I'm a little bit cross. I can't find this one I want to find. And again, cinnamon is... It's kind of a browny colour. And the russet. Now I'm going to keep those with the browns. English red. But I've just had that cinnamon in my hand, and I know I've bought it, but I can't find it. How annoying is that? I know it's here somewhere, because it's one of my favourite colours that I use, and now I can't find it. It's burnt carmine. Must be that one then. How very strange. Oh, and I bought carmine and I've already got it. That's silly. Well, I just wonder what I've done with that crayon. It's completely disappeared. And I thought I had it in my hand. Because it's one of my favourite colours to use, is burnt carmine. Can't see me putting it on there. Aubergine was another one that I was really excited to get as well. Oh dear, never mind. It'll be about somewhere, possibly. How very odd. How very odd. Never mind. So we've got 2, 4, 6, and then we've got the saffron, and we've got 3 unusual ones. So I think vermilion is a red. I think this one is light cadmium, and I think there is a cadmium, isn't there? Scarlet. Before we get too pinky. If I don't find it, I'll have to make burnt carmine because I like it. It's a really nice colour. But we'll go through these. So they're the reds, and then we've got the pinky reds. And Bordeaux is a real pinky red, so that one's more unusual, is raspberry. Oh, it's quite a pale pink. Pale pink. Elysian crimson. And Indian red is quite dark. So I think we go in those colours there. And then we go to the pinks. So we have purple and a pink. again, I've got some nice purpley pinks. I've got 2, 4, 6. I think that one, oh, that's violet. What's that one? Aubergine. Aubergine is one of those unusual ones. It's a crossover. Periwinkle blue, I thought was kind of a purpley blue. And we go into the purpley blues then. So that's quite good. This is the French ultramarine and the dark ultramarine. So I've got quite a lot of nice blues. Not sure I'm going to get all the blues on there. Oh, there's a yellow hiding. Oh, no, that's the green. That's the green one hiding. So, for my next trick, we'll leave that one away. Indigo is the darkest, I think. And that's quite a nice dark one. Prussian blue. But the paler blues. And we've got the turquoises. So we've got a dark sapphire blue. What's that one? That's a sky blue. Blue jeans is quite a nice blue. Some nice pale blues. Turquoises I'm going to put on the next one here. And then we have the blue, night blue and ultramarine. And that one is sapphire blue. So they're really kind of bluey blues. And indigos. And then I think we kind of get into the turquoisey blues. Prussian blue goes over there, permanent blue goes over there, and I have a Payne's grey. I bought a Payne's grey. Turquoise green's quite nice, turquoisey blue. And then that's going to take me into the greens, I'm thinking. Jade green's quite a nice green. And there's a very pale green at that side. These are very pale greens, but very similar. Which makes me think, no, did I really need every single green I had? Some of these are very similar, but quite nice to have if you cannot mix colours. They're quite nice to have. And I do have my green at the other side, which is sulking because it's the bluey greens. And they kind of turn to olives and browns. So it's a bit of a long process, is this? But once it's done, you have a good idea of where things are. So I think they possibly could, you know, that is 6 of those. So we've got 2, 4, and which green is this one? I think that one's the greenish blue, obviously has to be here. I think that's a blue. It's a very pale blue, is that one? So those greens are very similar. And then we have, I think I might put those with those. And then we've got that one, and we've got that one over there, which is sulking because it's not belonging to anybody. So we've got 2, 4, we've got 6 of those. There's 3 of those. That's an olive brown. So we could get away with the cinnamon one's really pretty. And then there's the chestnuts and the warm browns, and then we've got the cooler browns. There's a very light beige and a light beige. And then we've got some cooler browns. And raw umber is quite on its own. 2, 4, 6. They're warm browns, I think. They're both the same, Van Dyke brown. So that narrows it down a bit, and then that raw umber is almost looks like a grey brown. What's that one? That one is like a Toledo brown. I think that raw umber can go with those. So that's got 6 there, and then we've got 2, 4. I wonder if these are the same colour. Let's have a look. 6, 9. That's 7 and 2. So that one's burnt sienna, and that one's burnt sienna. But again, they've changed the name, so put that one in there. So I've got 5, so I can put that back with 6. So I can take that's actually raw umber. But I think that can go with the kind of grey greens. I think, what's that one? It says light olive. I think that will go with those. I'm going to put that one with the bright greens. So that's given me quite a few pages. Oh, hi Cheshire Cat, welcome to Bunny's Designs. I'm just having a play with my Neocolor 2. So I've got 2, 4, 5, and that bright green is going on there. I could possibly go with that one, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's in quarantine because it's been used, it's brand new, so I'm not happy. So I may have to take that one back. And if he wants me to send it back, I'll send it back. So I've got those colours. Now I've got some yellow ochre colours. So if I put the light green with these, which it possibly could go, I could then put, are these two the same? These are very similar. We've got moss green and chromium oxide green, but they are very, very similar. I was thinking I could put the ochres together with the olives, but I think they're kind of an olive crossover, maybe. I'm pretty sure that's not this one. It's just a very slight difference. And there is with some of these, actually, there is just a very slight difference. I could put I could put the green ochre with that one. That one is light ochre, but it's also it's an ochre, so I think I've got the flesh and the ochres I think I'm going to put together because they're a bit more unusual. Maybe that pale one. I might put that with the yellows. So we've got 2, 4, 5, 6. And then this one becomes, and there's 6 on that one. So I'm trying to put them into order so I've got kind of a page, if that makes sense. Oh, hi Dar, sorry. Nobody else that's popping in, having a play with my Caran Dache Neocolor 2s. Because I'm going to put them in my little book here. So I need them in 6s. So I'm going to have quite a lot of colour and I'm not going to have to mess about too much. So I've got 2, 4, I've got 5 there, but I could put the black one there. So we, and I could put the white if I were to. If I skip that one, I got 6, and that's black. No, that's 8. 9 is black. I think that could be number 6. Yep, I think that could be number 6. So I'm trying to put them into 6. Is it if that's 2, 4, 6. But then if you put the white with it, 4, 6. It means splitting these up. Because they're very kind of, they're greys, but they're fawns. I think I'm going to put those with those. I think that's another 6. That leaves me these 3. So I've got 6. Put that one back there. There's 3, but I might actually leave those there. So that's 6, 2, 4. That's 6. That's 6. That's 6. That's 6. And that's 6 with that one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could put my lemon yellow there, but I think I want it there. And I might put it there. I think I might put it there. 6. And then we've got 3, 4, 5. A golden yellow. I've only got 1 there. I think that needs to go with those. 2, 4, 6. That's odd colours. And then I've got 2, 4, 6. That's good because that's an orange, red orange, so that's going to be there. Then I've got 6. So I'm just going to take these and put them here. This is the fiddly thing because you're playing with colours, but once you've got them, you know what you're doing. And then we've got the reds. So we've got these nice cold reds. light cadmium red. So I've got 6 there, and that takes us nicely into the pinky red, scarlet. And I'm so cross, I have lost carmine. So cross. So there's 3 reds there, and there's 5 there, but then we go into the pinks. So I think, although these say purple and a reddish purple, I think we're going to put those, to me they're pink, so they're going to go together, they're pink. So we've got Bordeaux, so again there's 6 there, and that leads quite nicely into 6 purples. Aubergine's a very strange colour, but I think it's a purple. And then this one is periwinkle blue and cobalt violet. I think I'm going to put cobalt violet there, and then put the periwinkle blue. Sorry, bark alert. I apologise. Alfie, shh. No idea why he's barking. Absolutely no idea why he's barking. Shh. I don't think he does either. So I'm going to put those there. Move these down a bit. Honestly, Alfie. Come on, Suzanne, put your foot down. Naughty puppy. He's just been a bad boy. So we've got some really nice pale blues. So again, that's going to be nice because I'm going to have a page of very pale blues. Now that one's called Permanent Blue. And that's blue jeans. 2, 4, 5, 6. Shh, Alfie. And then we've got some more nice blues before we get so we've got sapphire blue. Sapphire blue should be paler, but it's not. And some nice blues. I think they're kind of a bit pinkier, that one. That's a pinkier. It says it's royal blue, but it looks kind of bluey to me. That looks a colder blue. That's a night blue, and that's Prussian blue. So they're very cold. I just need a bit of a. No, that's it. That's not. So I got 2, 4, 5, 6. And I'll put those darks together. Maybe 2, 4, 5, 6. And 2. And this is a pale one as well, so I can put move that across. That's better. There we go. So everybody's happy. So they're all in 6s. So that actually works quite well. That works quite well. Thank you, Suzanne. He's just sitting staring into space. Come here. Come here, under here, please. Have you knocked everything off? Have you? Have you knocked everything over? Is that naughty? So what that's going to do is lend me to put, it's going to be able to make me put my colours in. So I'm going to play in the book in a minute. I'm going to play in the Mythmorphia book. Oh, honestly, Alfie Cross. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pages of Neocolor 2s. So let me see if I made enough. don't think I did, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I made 12. So I might make another 12 because I made it out of a big piece of paper. And then I could put an odd few together to make different colours. So I know I don't need any purples and I don't need any pinks, but and I do have actually a lot of greens, but like the burnt carmines, which I am convinced I bought. See if I can find it. I'm sure there is a burnt carmine. Nope, I can't find burnt carmine, so maybe they don't have it, so I need to make it. There's a carmine number 80, which I should have bought in my first lot. So there should be a carmine. There it is, carmine. So if I play with that with some blues, that should that should sort me out. So I can do that. Golly gumdrops. And I'm going to put all these into my, and I think I might even put the chunky ones into my bags, but they're all going to be kind of safe. That one the cat broke. There's two that have broken. The cat broke it. And then I'll have all my watercolour pastels near me, so that should be quite good. And I need to put the water brushes away. So has anybody got any questions? So I suppose I could tick off the ones I've got, and then I know definitely the ones I don't have. But I think there might be something wrong with this old. I'm just trying to find a safe place to put these as well. No, I can't put them there because they will be on the floor. Right. So that would be a very boring job, so it's a job to do. Not now. So they're all in kind of sixes. I might rejiggle this a bit. But I might do the black and the white on their own. I think. But you're not going to use a lot of colour by doing this. So I'll just do the first one and you can see how it's done. Again, I'm going to have difficulty picking this up. So this is the colour. Now I probably will put a piece of paper down, like so. So the first one I've got white. So I'm going to leave it white. I'm going to do that just 2, 4, 6. I could put these three together, couldn't I? I could take that one out and put those three together. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So I've got 2, 4, 6. So I don't have any other colours. And I didn't order black. So, not impressed with that. Right. So this is, so I'm going to do actually, because this I want to use this for something else, this is how I do it. Oh, you've had to put your art bars in. I've had the Neocolors melt, but not the art bars. Oh, hi Melody, welcome to Bunny's Designs. Anybody else popping in? So, just got to make sure that it's quite clean, but it doesn't really matter that much, because I don't normally use white, but what you need to do is, you probably get 3 layers, and it's easier if you put a ruler, which I can't find. A ruler is a really good thing to have on the end. I can't find it, so a stick will do. So I go one way, and then I go across the other. And then finally, now white is not the best to show, but it's fine. And then I thought I would do, oh, I will do this colour as is. So number 2 is down here. So I thought I'd go up and down. I don't know why, but I just thought I'd do this. So this is the silver grey. It's just a light pressure across, and then when you go down that way, and then now before I used to do 3 layers, but because my hands are not brilliant, it's 4. But you can see when you start to get bits, and if I stop now, you can see that's 3 layers, and there's a little bit of a space, and that's completely flat. So what you want is a very, very thin coat. And that's why I thought Derwent could do this. You know, Derwent could put these. Now there's a little bit of crayon. So if you can see, it's shiny. That's completely covered. You probably see better with darker colours. So I've done the white, I've done that. I'm going to put that one back where it was, because I'm going to play about with those 2 later. So that was number 2. Number 3 is light grey. I did have a little ruler, but I don't know what I've done with it now. It's a bit difficult to hold, is that? I cannot believe I can't find a little ruler. I was using it earlier. I keep it in. It's got I keep it in. That might be better. So this is number 3. and you just want a light colour. Now these are big squares, so you don't need to go mad. And I don't really want to see any bits at the end, so that was just a light cover. And then, so you can do this with pencils, any watercolour, any water-based pencils that are good quality pigment. It's the pigment. If you're frightened of breaking it, hold it further down. So as you can see, it's almost there, look. That's 2 coats, and then the third coat going in the opposite direction. Now, this is when I used to do 3. So now I would say 4, but that's because I'm not pressing onto it. It depends on what your hands are like. But what tends to happen is when you cross over, the bits you've missed will be filled in. So by the time they're filled in,
I'm taking sound to go.
okay. That now, again, is completely covered. I didn't like the little bits, but when you get bits, you know you're doing too much. Same with pencil. And that's what I've used. And you'll see better with number 4. And I've labelled them, and then that means that if you use more of one, you don't have to worry. You can just go pick it up. And there is a gap at the other side, oops, and that's for that's for the scale, the colour scale. So it's taking about 4 because I can't really press on. It's just a gentle, because any bits you find is pure colour that you're wasting, so you know, you can just colour them in. I think it's the different paper that I've used. But again, there's still quite a lot of colour on there.